What was the most disappointing moment of your life? I've always tried to teach my 8-year-old son to be honest, kind, and charitable. So when I found $120 hidden in an old lunchbox under his bed, I was confused but suspicious. He had a habit of hoarding random things, coins, toys, snacks, but this much cash seemed unusual. I decided to ask him about it later. That afternoon, I got an unexpected call from his teacher. She asked me why my son hadn't turned in the money he'd collected for the school's charity bake sale. I was caught off guard and told her I wasn't aware he'd been collecting anything. She explained the class was raising funds for a local shelter, and the students were supposed to bring their collections to school that morning. My son, who'd been the most enthusiastic about the fundraiser, hadn't brought in a cent. On the drive home, I confronted him about the money. At first, he played dumb, but when I mentioned the bake sale, his face turned pale. He admitted he had gone around the neighborhood collecting donations, but instead of turning the money in, he kept it for himself. When I asked him why, he said he thought the shelter didn't need it and wanted to use the money to buy new video games instead. I was crushed. I'd been so proud of his excitement for the fundraiser, thinking I'd raised him to value generosity. That evening, we went back to each house in the neighborhood, returning the money with him, apologizing at every doorstep. It was one of the hardest lessons I've ever had to teach him, and one of the hardest moments as a parent, realizing how much more I had to do to guide him.